Yeah, we're live now. Introduce yourself to the audience, bro.
Hey, what's going on? This is Big Will for Big Faces Worldwide. That's Big Faces Worldwide, all one word. You can find me on all social media platforms. And I'm here with my main man, Boxing Block Center. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, boxer. This is boxer Blossom right here, and sadly we don't have CMD boxer reports. But I think hopefully in 2 hours' time, when he gets on, we can definitely have him to join us on important topic as well about Mayweather and also Thunder Value and Usyk prediction, fight prediction. So this one right now, I know this doesn't really interest you, but just want to talk about it as well.
Hey, it's all
So
good.
Eddie Hearn um, uh, twittered saying that, and so another chapter begins. Delighted to announce the launch of Matchroom Italy, a new deal with Dazn IT, which is Dazn Italy, to promote 8 shows a year in Italy, taking us through 50 shows a year worldwide, and more to come. Salute. I know this doesn't really interest you, like I said before, but I think that what do you think about the expansion of Matchroom to other countries with this own? I just want to hear your thoughts about this.
Hey,
This
to be honest with you, man, I think Eddie Hearn is definitely winning right now. He is he is getting all type of exposure as far as promoting. He's in the US, he's in the UK, now he's in Italy. I mean, the guy's just, he's just on a roll right now, man, and hats
it,
off to him.
I've also heard about Matchroom Gemini coming
Wow.
soon. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. If that's come up, I'm gonna discuss about that as well. Definitely because I live here and I've missed boxing a lot because before I normally watch boxing on Sky Sports, but they haven't been a lot of boxing, for the past, I guess, 2 months. I mean, the
Oh,
box, the boxing event, uh, I don't see it. Like, I don't see it on Sky Sports. Normally, I used to see it, but nowadays I don't see it, and it's just kind of fucked up.
yeah, man. Yeah.
And yeah, I want to see young upcoming German boxers as well because Germans are not really good at boxing like that, but there have been some good old champions. I think what's his name? I can't remember his name, but it's not an heavyweight, but I think it was a middleweight or so like that. I would try to remember. They fought in America in 1969. It's a
Six.
whole year. So it's a long time, I guess. And
Yeah.
also, they haven't been, you know, a German. I mean, I don't really know any German boxers apart from guys that are naturalized here, maybe born here of immigrant background, like Manuel Cha, who is naturalized here. He's from Lebanon,
Mm.
naturalized in Germany. So he's Manuel
Klitschko was
Cha.
he spent a lot of time in Germany, right?
Klitschko live in Germany.
Okay.
Klitschko live in Germany. He's been living in Germany for a lot of years,
That's what I thought.
many years. I speak German fluently, and yeah, it's like part of German culture. But he's from Ukraine, so it's not. It's like he made German his home. Like what I mean. His family is here. I have a lot of family members here. You have a gym here, in Hamburg as well.
Gotcha.
But he also trains in Austria. Anytime he wants to fight, he goes to Austria. He has a training camp, a Klitschko camp in Austria,
Okay.
where
Okay.
where people that was the place that Jerry Miller went to. You know, where
Hmm.
where it's like a military camp. Even Joshua went there as well. The young Joshua went there to spar Klitschko at the time, like a military camp.
Now the only issue that I see with Eddie Hearn, like he's going to have over 50 shows a year. Now with 50 shows a year, you got to have the talent, man. He's going to have to sign some recognizable names to get these people, what I mean, to get these people interested. And I was reading an article the other day. He was saying that he got all this money and he's not used to it, so he's a little hesitant about dishing it out. You know what I mean? He gotta put that aside and go ahead and dish that money out, man, because he got to bring some more key names to his platform to bring more viewership, or or sadly, it may not do well as he thought. What do you think
Um,
about the talent? What do you think about the talent he has now?
um, well, the first show in Italy will be on November 30th. The talents, like, listen, man, you've got Canelo and Dazn, you've got Joshua and Dazn, the two biggest stars of world boxing. And Eddie Hearn saying the other day he names a guy like Shallow and Mikey Garcia. I don't think it's necessary, but I see the
Really?
reason why. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary to have a Shallow on, on a Matchroom. Oh, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's a must, but it would be an addition, a greater addition, if they can get Shallows. But that's not going to happen. They're never going to get Shallow.
If
You
he
know
get
why?
if he
No,
why?
they're never going to go Shallow because Shallow is one of those guys that are lawyer to PBC and Heyman, and that are, I mean, they put their pride first before business.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's stupid.
like if you look at Danny Jacobs, for example, this guy is still signed to him. He's still being advised by him. I think a guy like, what's his name? I have to be Peter BF.
But yeah, better be.
I think it's being advised by him and still, I guess. You know, so there are some fathers who are assigned to the zone in Matchroom who are advised by him. You know, but there are just some certain fathers who are just too full of pride. Like, they are just like PBC or die, Showtime or die.
And I
You know,
think that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
they put in their pride when they are not superstars yet before business, and that is very bad. And this is the reason why um, I kind of like Mayweather, even though what he's doing now. We get to that, but I like Mayweather in the sense of he's very business minded. Business come first.
Hmm.
Yeah, he has a lot of pride as well. He's very you know uh, full of pride about his record, and about his career. But I think for him, business comes first.
Yeah.
When it comes to money, he knows that, hey, this money will make my family rich for life, rich forever. It is the reason why Mayweather always think about money first before anything. But the shallow guys, they are not really popular like Mayweather. They don't have the platform yet. They haven't done a pay-per-view event before, so they just think, oh, this guy. Like, you just see respect saying that Terrence Crawford is on the other side of the street. I think he made this comment 2 months or 1 month ago, I guess. You know what I mean? So why would you say that? Like, if a fight makes sense, because Bob Harum and Heyman, they've done these together before. They did this together for Mayweather and Pacquiao fight. So about Eddie Hearn putting on this you know show, 50 shows a year. mm, you don't know what they have a strategy. Okay, listen, like Nigeria right now, for example, Nigeria. Let me just give Nigeria an example.
All right.
Nigeria boxing was popping at a time Samuel Peter was a champion and was still on his game. A lot of Nigerians got into boxing. In fact, the guys like Ike Ibiabuchi, or we say Ike, but Ike, you guys say Ike. Ike Ibiabuchi, that
He
guy.
was a monster. He was a monster.
At that time, he was fighting in America. Before he moved to America, you know, he and then he had to move. He moved to America because he went to look for better life, but he was, physically strong. You know what I mean already. And at that time, the boxing was beginning to, you know, grow in Nigeria. Like boxing has always been in Nigeria, but people didn't really embrace it. I mean, you cannot take a father or dad and say, "I want to become a boxer."
Right.
Nigerian parents, they want you to put education first, especially become a lawyer, a doctor, a scientist, or whatever,
Right.
first before becoming any sportsman. Even before, when you say you want to become a soccer player, they don't like it. But now they know that, okay, being a soccer player or football player, like we say here, is something very nice, especially when it brings money.
Yeah.
you know, you know me. So, and boxing, nobody want to in Nigeria. Nobody want to get punched in the face for a living. Until recently, until recently, like until a few years ago, when Ike Ibiabuchi came on board, and Samuel Peter really made it, a little bit famous.
Right.
Samuel, because you know why Samuel Peter had Don King behind him. Don King, you might say that guy's a bad guy, he's a crook, he's this, but that guy is a good promoter.
He
Okay,
got things done.
a
He got things
good,
done.
a good promoter.
Hmm.
This is yesterday the other day I made a video about what is his name Fa Ajaba.
That's your main man there.
Different, I know I'm a Nigerian, so I support Nigerians,
Yeah, I mean,
worldwide.
he got
And
skills.
yeah, no, 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 what I want to tell you is that I was really um hangry and doing some rantings, and I've done a couple of videos about him, and people say, What is wrong with you? Give the guy time." But I'm not saying that Ajaba should fight a guy like Ortiz now, even though I know he would do very well against Ortiz because I know he's got the power. But I'm saying, why not put a jabber like Eddie Hearn is doing? He put upcoming top prospects in B cards. They might not fight against credible, like legitimate, opponents. They might be against top 50, but he
I
fight.
get you.
You
I
know what I
get
mean?
you. You're saying just showcase him.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
have to be top
yeah,
level opposition. Just
yeah,
showcase his fight. I
yeah.
got you. Right. Right.
This was what I meant. It
Right.
should showcase him it will make him know because Nigerians are everywhere.
Right.
Anywhere you go in the world, Nigerians are everywhere. In America, in UK, in China, in India, in Malaysia, in Japan. Anywhere you go around the world, Nigerians are there. In Saudi Arabia, there. Okay? Yeah, in Germany, yeah. In Amsterdam or Netherlands, there. Everywhere, Nigerians are there. And now that Dazn or whatever, or Showtime has a huge platform in America, and this is a big fight between Wilder and Fury. And a lot of boxing fans, both Nigerians and Nigeria, are going to watch it because they know Fury Tyson Fury through Anthony Joshua, and
Yeah.
they know Deontay Wilder through Anthony Joshua because a lot of Nigerians they know Deontay Wilder is. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, yeah, yes, it's true. Nobody in Nigeria knew about Deontay Wilder until they started calling out Joshua. Unfortunately, Joshua is known in Nigeria because he's a Nigerian, technically a Nigerian.
I
Have
agree. I
Nigerian
agree. His
parents.
profile. His
His
profile is definitely,
his dad
definitely. Yep.
his dad still live in Nigeria. His dad lives in Nigeria.
Yeah.
His dad has a house in Nigeria, and his family great grandfather, all from Nigeria. Okay, now if I talk about Apochi or if I Jabba, both of those guys, let's say if I Jabba first. If
Okay.
I Jabba now, putting him on water Fiorina would have given him a lot more exposure than he's already had. Remember when Curtis Harper, you know, just went out of the ring? Like I don't know what happened to the guy. He got scared of Evitable, okay? Then that scenario alone could have, you know, blown up his career. Could you just make a good promoter like Eddie Hearn would just make that scene alone
Right.
magnific,
Right.
especially
Right.
that's the best exposure you can ever have. You
You're
can
right.
that's the best exposure. But without a good promoter on your side, it would just be like, okay, one headline, two headlines, and finish. Okay, and it's all finished now. But a guy like Eddie here would have made the fans want to see this guy fight. So this guy, that guy's got scared of him. Let's see him fight. And that's why you see and I'm telling you right now, if FL Jabba wants to really improve his career, which is develop his career, he's got to sign with a guy like Eddie Hearn. Because I think Eddie Hearn is the new Don King in world boxing, and he's the only one that can get a Jabba to a Nigerian audience. No other American promoter right now, other than Don King, who is already past his best. You know what I mean? The guy is not, I mean, he's a promoter still, but people don't want to work with him anymore. You know? And that guy, even though he did a lot of things bad, he made things happen. He gave us a lot of fights that we want to see. You know what I
I
mean?
agree. Yeah, I
So,
agree.
Don King, people criticize Don King and say this guy's a crook, he's a dad, he stole Mike Tyson's money, but he gave us fights we wanted to see. That's
Hmm.
a different case. So Eddie Hearn is the only guy in right now, the only promoter that can get FL Jabba to the Nigerian audience worldwide. And if FL Jabba can be able to attract just the Nigerians living overseas alone, outside Nigeria, not the ones in Nigeria, just outside Nigeria, automatically the ones back home will get to know about him, and then he become a huge star.
I agree.
Nigerians
I agree.
make stars. This is what I'm saying. Because if you look at these Afrobeat stuff, music, listen, Nigerians how to revolutionize the Afrobeat music to make it global now. I was just at work the other day. I just sat down a little bit on the break, just drinking, and then I heard the Nigerian music on German radio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nigerian music. I was like, for real?
Yeah.
This is techno. This is techno Nigerian music. Like the Germans they were dancing, but I don't know what the guy is saying. Like I
Right.
myself, I was like, for real? But before, back in the days, maybe 4 years ago, it wasn't like that. That's because Nigerians had to revolutionize the music. I mean, the Afrobeat, we took it to the next level. And those guys are stars. I mean, they're not just known in Nigeria, they're known all over Africa and the Western world as well. So if Jabba as a boxer, he's a guy that can finish the job Samuel Peter couldn't finish. And it will even be more better when you look at the future matchup against between Ajaba and Joshua.
Yeah.
Two Nigerians coming back home, one born overseas and one born in Nigeria. The storyline alone is just gonna be mind blowing. But that is only if Ajaba has a good promoter behind him.
I agree. I agree. Richard Schaefer hasn't done anything the last 6 7 years, man. He hasn't done nothing. And he was only able to get a Java because that he's young and no one knows him, and you know what I mean. But Richard Schaefer hasn't done anything, man. Like I said, Eddie Hearn, he definitely has all the momentum. He's global. He's global. He's in Italy. He's in the UK. He's in America. He's global. A lot of these big promoters are United States is definitely the biggest market for boxing, but none of these promoters are expanding around the world like Eddie Hearn is doing, man. And you got to take your hat off to the guy, man. The guy is brilliant.
And also Eddie Hearn wouldn't have been able to do this if Dazn wasn't around. Because Dazn right now has there's Dazn in I think four countries: America, Japan, Germany, Austria, Italy, Canada, and soon in Switzerland. Soon to be Switzerland. So let's say six now.
Wow.
and soon they're going to launch Switzerland. I heard about that already. So there's not going to launch, and anywhere there's a launches, Matchroom is going to go as well. You know what I mean? So the more boxing content we get to see on the zone, the more better. I mean, those guys right now. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. This guy right now, for example, this guy fighting, was the name Bolsonaro against Vad from the UK, Tushi against Conquest from the UK. It's like a UK versus British, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see it now. Hmm.
UK versus Italy or Britain versus. But the good thing is that those guys now, Tushi, there have been some good Italian bosses. You know that
Yeah,
there have been, in fact, there are Italian Americans champions who became champions just maybe because they're born in America, okay? But in Italy, boxing is I've been to Italy. I went there 2000 wasn't that 2012? Yeah, when I went to see my in-laws. Yeah, I went there. But I went there. The boxing is not big there. Boxing used to be big there. They love boxing, but it isn't big there. So and this guys they've been trying to what's the name OP or something like that. There's a name. Hello.
I'm here, bro.
Okay. This guy they've been trying to revolutionize boxing in Italy, and now they got a time. They got to change the the opportunity to put on a very good event, and believe me, they're gonna grow boxing in Italy. And these guys. I want to see them fight. I don't know them before, but I want to see them fight because I think you have every fighter. People are saying that like I've seen some comments from coming from America saying that Americans saying that what they're unknown, like every fighter is unknown. When Joshua came out before he went to the Olympics, if you people didn't even know who knew words. Every fighter is unknown until they are built into something.
Exactly.
And yeah, yes, it's a truth. It's a truth. Mayweather would be unknown if he wasn't built into something.
Bob
Oscar,
Bob Arum built Mayweather to what he is.
Oscar De La Hoya, like
Hmm.
this guy is Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, even though they are not globally known yet, but they are going to be known if they are built more by or credible promoter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I
I
agree.
will- I will watch this fight. I watch it. If they can show you on the zone Germany, I watch it definitely. Let me look at the zone. What's coming up on the zone here? Um, in Germany. Let me see. Let me look at the fight coming up. Um, no, that's a match. That's football match. Fights coming up now. Mm, MMA is there. I've not watched MMA before, but I've not watched MMA before, but maybe because I'm not interested in it. Yeah, but a lot of MMA, yeah, huh? Interesting. I might start watching it now, but I know someone that love it a lot, but I don't watch it. I just watch football, basketball, NFL, boxing. Um, yeah, I watch rugby as well. Rugby.
And a lot of Americans, man. We are.
Okay, okay. The event coming up is Oleksandr Usyk versus Tony Bellew. Yeah, they're gonna show it. They're gonna show. I'm gonna watch it
That
now.
this week? That's this week, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice. At least, well, it's nice. What do you think? You can give your final thoughts so that we can go to the next one.
I think is good for boxing, man. Like I said, a lot of us Americans over here, they have this mentality that if they don't know the fighter, that it's not a good fight. You know what I mean? Like I made a video the other day. I was talking about how it doesn't necessarily have to be an elite fighter or a well-known fighter to make a good fight. Like I was talking about Mickey Ward and Arturo Gotti. I was comparing it to Dillian White and Chisora. Even though them two might not be elite fighters, when they get together and fight, they produce a very good matchup. So you don't have to have a big name to produce a big matchup. Like I go to all type of boxing events, man. I go to amateur and small cards. You don't have to be a big name to produce a big fight, man. And a lot of people, they gotta broaden their mind a little bit, man, and just if they love boxing, you'll watch it. You know what I mean? You can't just watch the big fights and claim to be a true boxer fan. You gotta love the sport for what it is, man. You gotta watch these up and comers do their thing, and that's how they get to where they're going to get by us watching them early.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I always say, and this is why people should not say, "Oh, wow, we don't know these guys." I don't know them as well. I don't know who Tushi is. I don't know who Bushinero is. Bushiero. I don't know who Scapa is. But if they are the next future stars, next future Italian stars, then yeah, I don't mind watching it. I mean, I just love boxing, and if they are going to show it, I don't know if they will show it, but if they're going to show it, then I'll watch it and enjoy it because
Exactly.
not every stuff they show here,
Right.
not every stuff is here.
Right.
But it's anyway, it's nice. Those are my final thoughts. And uh, what do you guys think? Does someone let me go to the chat and read it,
Okay.
see what people have to say about it. Um, mm, Let me see. Ricardo Alicino say, "Hey, bro." Ricardo said, "I know that the guy, is I think it's Italian. Italian, the name Italian Alicino.
Okay.
Ricardo Alicino, yeah, it's Italian. And, shout out to you, bro." And CMB Boss Report say, "What's up, Game Story? I can't join you, but I just on finishing my brain. No problem. All good, bro. We're still here. We're going to the next one soon." And Casey Demon stuff say, and Germany, and he said there's two more countries coming soon to hand world domination. And
Hmm.
Bassi say, when will the Anthony Joshua fight be ready with the Leon Lion Water? I don't know. Well, anyway, shout out to all of you guys, bro, and shout out Italia, bro. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. No, I understand Italian because I speak Spanish. I was there in Italy for I think what was a month or so. I was able to communicate. I could understand them when I speak. They could understand me.
Yeah.
You know, I always like their language is always romantic. Like I say, "Buongiorno," tutto bene, yes, tutto bene." It's always romantic. I love the language. You know, but I just didn't, learn it like I want to learn it because I can understand it. It's just
Right.
Latin. It's part of Latin language. But anyway, let's get to the next one, bro. I'll send you a link in five
Cool.
minutes.
Sounds good.
Uh, you guys should, stay tuned. We'll be back very soon to discuss about the Tony Bellew and Usyk fight, giving our prediction, breaking it down with big faces worldwide. Go check out his channel, one of the realest unboxing, and on YouTube as well. It's definitely,
Appreciate it.
it's a guy that always keep his mind, keep it real, and never try to beat around the bush like some guys do.
Appreciate it, brother.
So catch you up soon. Cheers, bro.
Cool.